Diyos ang pasasalamat para sa isa na namang napakabuting araw at sa pagkakataon para matuto. Ako si Teacher Royce at hayaan nyo na gabayan kayo na gawin natin ang math ay maging madali lang. Simulan na natin. Ngayong araw, ang pag-uusapan natin ay ang tungkol sa integers and absolute value. Our main objectives are: number 1, for you to represent the absolute value of a number on a number line as the distance of a number from 0. And number 2, for you to perform the fundamental operations on integers. Everyone, I want you to try this activity. So you have 1 minute to answer this activity. At ngayon, pakihanda ng inyong lapis, ballpen, at papel. I will now read the direction. Read the questions carefully and write your answer on your answer sheet. Handa na ba kayo? Kung handa na, your timer starts now. Time's up. Ngayon, tingnan natin kung tama ang inyong mga naging sagot. Here are the answers. Number 1, the answer is 4. Number 2, the answer is negative 40. Number 3, the answer is negative 5. And number 4, the answer is 103 pesos. Nakuha nyo bang tama ang lahat ng mga items? Kung hindi naman, aalamin natin kung paano nakuha ang mga sagot na ito. Let us now proceed. The definition of integers. Integers is the set of numbers that include whole numbers. These are positive numbers, negative numbers, and 0. Look at the illustration. This is the integer number line. At the middle, you can see the number 0. 0 is neither positive nor negative. To the left of 0 are the negative integers. As you can see, the arrowhead indicates that the numbers extend infinitely. Negative integers are written with the negative sign. To the right of 0 are positive integers. The arrowhead also indicates that the numbers extend infinitely. Positive integers may or may not be written with the positive sign. In the integer number line, the negative and positive, or the minus and plus sign, do not indicate operation, but rather they indicate direction. Negative means negative integers to the left of 0. Positive means positive integers to the right of 0. Take a look at the table. The first integer is 4. Its position is at the right of 0. The second integer is negative 10. Since it is negative, its position on the number line is at the left of 0. The third integer, negative 19, is also at the left of 0. 83 is a positive integer. Therefore, its position is at the right of 0. Sana nasundan. Positive integers are to the right of 0. Negative integers are at the left of 0. Let us continue. We have the definition of the absolute value. Its definition states the absolute value of a number, let's say b, is the distance of the number from 0 on the number line. Let's say the absolute value of negative 3, it is the distance of negative 3 from 0 on the number line. Another, the absolute value of 5 is the distance of 5 from 0 on the number line. The third, the absolute value of 0 is the distance of 0 from 0 on the number line. Let's have this illustration. The absolute value of negative 3 is the distance of negative 3 from 0 on the number line. This is 0, the blue dot, negative 3, the red dot. So the distance of negative 3 from 0 is the red line. Then we start counting the distance of negative 3 from 0. We will have 1, 2, 3. So there are 3 units from 0 to negative 3. It means that the absolute value of negative 3 is 3 because the distance of negative 3 from 0 is 3. Another illustration. Absolute value of 5 is the distance of 5 from 0 on the number line. Again, 0 is the blue dot, 5 is the green dot. So, the distance between 0 and 5 is the green line. So, we start to count the distance of 5 from 0. We will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 units. Meaning, the absolute value of 5 is 5 because the distance of 5 from 0 is 5. Last illustration. The absolute value of 0 is the distance of 0 from 0 on the number line. So that is the absolute value of 0. It is equal to 0 because the distance of 0 from 0 is 0. Sana nakuha? The absolute value is the distance of a number from 0. We now proceed with the fundamental operations on integers. As we all know, we have 4 fundamental operations, namely addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. So here are the names or terms for the answer for each operation. Sum or total for addition, difference for subtraction, product for multiplication, and quotient for division. Let us now discuss the addition rule for integers of like signs. We have to follow 2 steps. Number 1, add the numbers. Number 2, keep the sign of the numbers. Here are the examples. Number 1, 13 plus 21. Both are positive. So add the numbers. 13 plus 21 is 33. Then keep the sign of the numbers. Positive 33. Number 2, negative 15 plus negative 9. Both are negative. So add the numbers. 15 plus 9 is 24. Then keep the sign of the numbers. Since both are negative, then the sum is negative 24. Now, the rule for addition for integers of unlike signs. The steps are: subtract the numbers and copy the sign of the larger valued number. Here are the examples. 13 plus negative 21. 13 is positive. Negative 21 is negative. So we are adding integers of unlike signs. So we need to subtract the numbers. 21 minus 13 is 7. And we need to copy the sign of the larger valued number. The larger value number is 21. Its sign is negative. Then our answer should be negative 7. Another 15 plus negative 9. 15 is positive. Negative 9 is negative. So we are adding integers of unlike signs. Subtract the numbers. 15 minus 9 is 6. Then copy the sign of the larger valued number. The larger valued number here is 15. So since 15 is positive, our answer is also positive. Let us discuss now the subtraction rule for integers. Here are the steps. Number 1, we need to change the sign of the subtrahend. Number 2, proceed to addition, and the addition rule will be applied. Here are the examples. 8 minus 24. Here, our subtrahend is 24. So we need to change the sign of that integer and we proceed to addition. We will have 8 plus negative 24. We change the sign of the subtrahend from 24 to negative 24 and we proceed to addition. Now we are adding integers of unlike signs. The rule is to subtract the numbers and copy the sign of the larger valued number. So our answer should be negative 16. 24 minus 8 is 16. 24 is the larger valued number. Its sign is negative. Then we copy its sign. So negative 16. Number 2 example. Negative 3 minus negative 10. The subtrahend is negative 10. So we change the sign of that integer and proceed to addition. We will have negative 3 plus 10. So again, we are adding integers of unlike signs. Subtract the numbers and copy the sign of the larger valued number. Our answer is 7. 10 minus 3, 7. 10 is the larger valued number. Positive 7. Number 3. 13 minus negative 21. Again, the subtrahend. We need to change the sign of that integer and proceed to addition. We will have 13 plus 21. From negative 21 to positive 21, and then we add. So we are adding integers of like terms. Add the numbers and copy or keep the sign of the numbers. So the sum is 33. Number 4, negative 12 minus 7. The subtrahend is 7. We change the sign of that integer. It will become negative 7. Then we proceed to addition. So we have negative 12 plus negative 7. Integers of like signs. If we add them up, we will have negative 19. So sana ay nasusundan. Let us proceed. Multiplication rule for integers of like signs. The steps are: multiply the numbers. The sign of the product is always positive. Here are the examples. 8 times 4. Both are positive. Multiply the numbers. We have 32. And the product is always positive. Number 2, negative 3 times negative 10. Multiply. We have 30. And the sign of the product is always positive. The rule for integers of unlike signs. Number 1, multiply the numbers. Number 2, the sign of the product is always negative. Number 1, negative 3 times 4 is equal to negative 12. Multiply the numbers. and the sign of the product is always negative. Number 2, 5 times negative 11. The answer is negative 55. 5 times 11 is 55. Then the sign of the product is always negative. We will now discuss the last operation on integers, division. The division rule states that number 1, get the reciprocal of the divisor. Number 2, proceed to multiplication. And multiplication rule will be applied. Example number 1, 20 divided by 4. The divisor is 4. We get its reciprocal, then proceed to multiplication. The reciprocal of 4 is 1 over 4 or 1/4. Then proceed to multiplication. So we now have 20 times 1/4. And that is equal to 20 over 4. Both numbers are positive, so the product is positive. We can still simplify 20 over 4. We have 5. Example number 2, we have negative 8 divided by negative 2. Our divisor is negative 2. We get its reciprocal, then proceed to multiplication. We will have negative 8 times negative 1 over 2 or negative 1/2. So we multiply, both are negative. So the product is positive. The product is 8 over 2. Then we simplify. We have 4 as our answer. Example number 3. 25 divided by negative 5. The divisor is negative 5. We get the reciprocal, then proceed to multiplication. 25 times negative 1 over 5. We are now multiplying numbers of unlike signs. The product is negative. Negative 25 over 5. We simplify that. We have negative 5 as our quotient. Example number 4. Negative 18 divided by 9. 9 is the divisor. We get its reciprocal, then we proceed to multiplication. We have negative 18 times 1 over 9. We are now multiplying numbers of unlike signs. The product is negative. We will have negative 18 over 9. Simplifying that, we have negative 2 as answer. Balikan natin yung activity natin kanina. And let us discuss the solution for each item. Number 1, what is the absolute value of the results when negative 10 is subtracted from negative 6? So we write the absolute value of negative 6 minus negative 10, and that is equal to the absolute value of negative 6 plus 10 because of the subtraction rule. Change the sign of the subtrahend, then proceed to addition. Addition rule will be applied. negative 6 plus 10. We are adding integers of unlike signs. We subtract the numbers and copy the sign of the larger valued number. We will have the absolute value of 4. And absolute value of 4 means the distance of 4 from 0. And that is equal to 4. Item number 2, what is the product of 5 and negative 8? So we write 5 times negative 8 is equal to negative 40. Because of the multiplication rule, when multiplying integers of unlike signs, we multiply the numbers and the product is always negative. So our answer is negative 40. Item number 3, for what value of the variable n will the statement negative 105 divided by 21 equals n be true? Solution, we write negative 105 divided by 21. That is equal to negative 105 times 1 over 21. Because of the division rule, get the reciprocal of the divisor, then proceed to multiplication. And now, we are multiplying numbers of unlike signs. Then the product is negative. So we have negative 105 over 21 as product. Simplifying that, we will have negative 5 as answer. Item number 4, Leia and 3 of her friends went out for lunch. They agreed to divide the cost equally. The total amount of their lunch was 412 pesos, which Leia paid from her wallet. How much did each of her friends pay Leia? For the solution, the total amount paid was 412, so we will divide that by 4 among Leia and her friends. The division rule, get the reciprocal of the divisor, then proceed to multiplication. So we have 412 times 1 over 4. Product of two numbers of like signs, get the product, and the product is positive. So we have 412 over 4. So we simplify that to get the answer 103. So therefore, each of her friends will pay Leia 103 pesos. That ends our discussion. So hopefully, ay may natutunan kayo at natulungan ko kayo sa inyong lesson. Maraming salamat sa inyong pakikinig at panonood sa ating video. Nawa ay natulungan ko kayo sa inyong lesson at nagabayan ko kayo para ito ay inyong mas maunawaan. Magkita-kita ulit tayo sa susunod na video. Muli, maraming salamat at paalam!